If you ever read the New York Times or National Geographic or Time magazine, chances are you've seen her work, riveting photographs that bring the savagery of the front lines into your home. Here's our Power Player of the Week.
I never consider myself brave. I just consider myself very sort of committed to the story, and that takes me to places that are dangerous.
Lynsey Addario is one of the great photojournalists of the last 2 decades. Just listen to where she's worked since 9/11.
I've covered Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, Darfur, Congo, South Sudan, Somalia.
Question: why?
There are great injustices that go on in war zones, and it's fundamental for someone to be there to document that.
Darfur, 2004.
There were skeletons across the desert, people fleeing for their lives. We witnessed villages that had been burned to the ground.
With U.S. troops in Afghanistan's Korangal Valley in 2007.
I woke up, I put on my night vision, took this picture, and fell back asleep.
In Pakistan's no man's land tribal area with the Taliban in 2009 for a story that won the Pulitzer Prize.
If they invite you to their home, they will not kill you. They will protect you with their lives. So we knew that, or we hoped that once we got there, because we had been invited, they would not kill us.
The New York Times says 4 of its journalists reporting on the conflict in Libya are now missing.
But Addario's luck almost ran out when she and 3 colleagues were taken prisoner by Gaddafi's forces in 2011.
They were about to execute us, and we're literally, at one point I looked over and I saw each one of my colleagues literally begging for their lives. And I remember I could barely speak, and I just said, please. And at that moment, a commander came over and said, you can't kill them, they're American.
Addario and the others were beaten and held for 6 days, but then finally released. 2 months later, she went back to work. Not on the front lines, but still in Gaza and Afghanistan and Senegal. And by now, she was pregnant. Did your family, did your friends, did you question what the heck you were doing?
The fact is, I was pregnant, and I was surrounded by pregnant women, and oh my God, it was the most natural thing. I always feel like I'm in the wrong place. When I'm here, I want to be there. When I'm there, I want to be home.
Addario's son Lucas is now almost 6. When she comes home, he sits on her lap while she edits her pictures, sometimes of war refugees.
He asked about war, and I say, it's fighting, and some people get killed. And he said, well, then, Mommy, can't you get killed? And to me, that's like, how do I answer that? Because I can't just lie to him. And so I just say, I'll be fine.
So why does she do it? Why has she risked her life these last 2 decades? Why does she keep risking her life, with Lucas waiting for her back home?
I don't need to take pretty pictures anymore. It's not at all about the, just being there to travel and take a picture. It's really about the storytelling, about journalism, about truth, about telling people stories, about making people care about things that they wouldn't necessarily care about. I just keep working. I think that this, for me, is my calling and my mission, and that's what I believe in.
Lynsey Addario wrote a memoir which is now in development as a movie starring Jennifer Lawrence. Her story is called It's What I Do.